The standard electrocardiograph is a recording made from 12 leads. Each lead records the electrical potential difference between a positive and a negative body surface electrode. And each lead gives us a view of the electrical activity of heart from a different direction. 6 of these leads, that is 1, 2, 3, AVR, AVL and AVF, give different views in the frontal plane, and 6 chest leads V1 to V6 give the views in the horizontal plane. The ECG machine has 4 limb leads and 1 chest lead. The white lead marked V is for the chest, and the other color-coded leads are for the right foot, left arm, left foot and right arm respectively. The leads are placed in contact with the body surface at different fixed points. Electrode jelly is applied to have proper skin contact with minimal resistance. The 4 limb leads are tied to the 4 limbs over the forearms and the shins, where there are minimal muscles, because muscle twitchings can cause electric interference. The electrode on the right leg is the ground electrode or the earthing electrode. So in effect, we have 3 active electrodes whose combinations will give us 6 leads, 3 bipolar leads, 1, 2 and 3, and 3 unipolar leads, AVR, AVL and AVF. Leads 1, 2 and 3 are bipolar leads, and they record the electric potential difference between 2 extremities at a time. Lead 1, as you can see, records the potential difference between left arm and right arm. Lead 2 records the potential difference between left leg and right arm. And lead 3 records the potential difference between left leg and left arm. Now note the direction of each lead. This is the Einthoven's triangle showing positive terminal of each lead. So lead 1 is directed from the left arm to the right arm. Lead 2 is directed from the left leg to the right arm, and lead 3 is directed from left leg to left arm. Now the directions of each lead are depicted: red arrow for lead 1, blue arrow for lead 2 and orange for lead 3. Let us now overlap the directions over the heart, and the next diagram will show the leads as to how they look at the heart, or the directions from which they look at the heart. Lead 1 from the left side and leads 2 and 3 from the inferior side. All other leads are unipolar leads. The letter V stands for a unipolar lead. So AVR, AVL and AVF are unipolar limb leads, and V1, V2, V3, V4, V5 and V6 are unipolar chest leads. The unipolar limb leads, however, have a very low electric potential, so they are instrumentally augmented by connecting the other 2 limbs to form the neutral electrode. Hence the letter A is used to designate an augmented lead. Thus AVR means augmented unipolar lead of the right arm. The exploring electrode is on the right arm, while the left arm and leg are connected to the neutral electrode to augment its potential. AVL means augmented unipolar lead of the left arm with exploring electrode on the left arm, and AVF means augmented unipolar lead of the left leg with exploring electrode over the left leg. This diagram now shows how the 6 different limb leads look at the heart from 6 different directions. Leads 1 and AVL from the left side, leads 2, 3 AVF from the inferior side, and lead AVR from the right side. The chest leads are recorded with an exploring electrode placed at various points over the chest, while all the 3 limb electrodes are connected together to form the neutral electrode. The points are marked as follows. Palpate the sternal angle. The space just below the sternal angle is the second intercostal space. Mark the fourth intercostal space at right sternal border as V1. Then mark at the same level, that is in the fourth intercostal space at the left sternal border, as V2. Mark V4 in the mid-clavicular line in fifth intercostal space. The point midway between V2 and V4 is V3. Now mark V5 and V6 in the same horizontal level as V4 in the anterior axillary line and mid-axillary line in the sixth and seventh intercostal spaces respectively. Thus we have 6 standard chest leads, and this is a diagrammatic horizontal cross section of the chest. Observe that the leads V1 and V2 face the right ventricle, V3 faces the interventricular septum, and V4, V5 and V6 face the free wall of the left ventricle. Thus, limb leads give different views of the electrical activity of the heart in the frontal plane, and chest leads give different views in horizontal plane. What we must remember always is that lead 1 and AVL are anterior leads directed to the anterior and left wall of the left ventricle, while leads 2, 3 and AVF are inferior wall leads directed to the inferior wall of the left ventricle. Leads 1 and AVL are leads to the anterior wall, and leads 2, 3 AVF are leads to the inferior wall. Now let us overlap the two diagrams, and we find that leads 1, AVL, V5 and V6 are left-sided leads that look at the left side of the heart, while V1 and V2 are right-sided leads that look at the right side of the heart. To revise, leads 1, AVL, V5 and V6 are left-sided leads, and leads V1 and V2 are right-sided leads.